Welcome to the Generation Elevation podcast, a conscious, connected platform for those who are ready to manifest their dream life. I'm your host, Elise Riley, a former PT, now motivational speaker, igniting empowerment and transformation all across the globe. Here at Generation Elevation, we are committed to bringing you the most inspiring guests who will share their stories, wisdom, and advice to help you progress closer to living a life of your own terms.
Following through on promises that you make with yourself is probably one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can do. There's so much out there on social media about self-love this, self-love that. However, I truly believe that following through on the things that you say that you're going to do is the number one thing that you can implement in your life to upgrade and fulfill that self-love practice. So if you're wanting to implement more self-love into your life, discipline is what it is going to take. Have you ever had someone in your experience say that they are going to do something with you, take you somewhere, promise you something, and then not follow through on it? It's frustrating, right? And after a while, after this person keeps promising you a thing that you seem to never actually end up getting, you start to distrust them. Their lack of integrity leaves you feeling disappointed. I know if you're listening to this right now, I'm sure you have experienced this sort of situation in life. It could potentially come across as like ghosting, where you have a really great experience with someone, they promise you the world, and then all of a sudden you're ghosted. If you have been ghosted in life or are right now by someone else, I want you to ask yourself, where are you ghosting you? Where are you ghosting yourself right now? Where are you promising yourself that you're gonna start Monday, you're gonna do this year, you're gonna do that, and then not actually following through on the things you know need to be done in order to get there? I have spoken about this before in regards to an energy bucket. Seeing your life force energy in a bucket right now. If you're listening to this, I just want you to imagine a bucket. And in this bucket is water. The water, it's our energy, it's our life force. And if we poke holes in the bucket, this water will obviously flow out. These holes that are poked in our bucket are things like to do. Go do the washing, go do your homework, go text this person, go call this person, making sure you track your calories, meal prep, go to the gym, get your steps, etc., etc., etc. If you do not follow through on those things that you know you need to do, these holes will get wider and wider, and they will compound. Then there'll be more. And all of a sudden, you'll be left overwhelmed with the amount of things that you need to do, that you should have done, that you haven't done. Our energy will begin to drain from this bucket. And all of a sudden, you've got nothing left, except for a big to-do list that feels extremely overwhelming. If this is you, if you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like this, whereby you keep putting off the things that you know you need to do for yourself, and you're busy putting everyone else first. I get it. I've been there. I used to do exactly the same thing. It was only until I started to patch up these holes, whereby as soon as I had an idea of something I needed to do, I would go and action it. Follow through on that promise, okay? If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to go and do that thing. Because if I do not, it is an open energetic leak, a loop that is open in my life that is wasting space and energy in my mind. Instead of following through, closing the loop of that energy, getting the task done, and helping me get closer towards my goals, and also giving me more energy. It is when you start following through on the promises that you set to yourself, one, you gain more self-trust in your ability to do things and confidence. If you're wanting to increase your confidence, this is how you do it. You follow through on those actions, and also this gives you more energy. So if you're feeling low and slow and tired, I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time you did something for you? When was the last time that you prioritized yourself? Discipline is the ultimate act of self-love. Honor your promises to yourself, and you, in return, will receive so much self-trust and confidence and clarity and focus from your soul. This is what your soul will give back to you. It's almost like if a parent was to promise their kid, after school, I'm going to take you to ice cream. After school, I'm going to take you to go get ice cream. And then they tell everyone at school, oh my gosh, guys, I'm going to go get ice cream. They're going to take me out and it's going to be so fun. And all the other kids are like jealous, that, oh my gosh, I wish my parents did that. Then after school, they're waiting for their parents to come pick them up, and they do, but they don't take them to go to get ice cream. They don't follow through on that promise and say, oh, tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. And this continues happening over and over again. And each day and each time this promise is made, the kid, they lose faith. Are you actually going to take me to ice cream, or are you lying to me? The amount of people that do this to themselves is ridiculous. And this is one of the things that I used to do also. And I noticed within my clients too. And as soon as I changed it within myself, I was then able to help my clients do this and therefore help them see major results. Like I've helped clients literally that have struggled to lose weight, lose 10 kilos just like that, because I helped them make this switch in their brain, whereby they switched from prioritizing everybody else first to then filling up their own cup, because it is only when you have a full cup that you can then properly help everybody else. I get it. I get what it's like. And if you're a parent out there, I know that you want to make sure you're prioritizing your child. I get that. And at the same time, you help them and you inspire them and you show them how to treat themselves when you treat yourself with respect also. Your outer world is a reflection of your internal world. So after listening to this episode today, I want to ask you this one question, and I want you to trust the first answer that comes to your mind. The first answer is the best answer, and it is the thing that you need to go take action on. What is the thing that you are putting off that you know you need to do? The first answer that comes to your mind, I want you to challenge yourself to go and do that this week. What is that one thing that you know you need to do that you've been putting off? Second question, I want you to ask yourself, for what purpose am I putting off this thing that I know I need to do? And then I want you to repeat after me using your example. I refuse to complete the task that I know I need to do because I have a deep fear that I refuse to complete the task that I know I need to do because I have a deep fear that And this fear, what does that fear mean about you? I want you to trust the first answers that come to your minds here, because this will give you insight into what is self-sabotaging you from your goals. What is the belief? What is the value underneath your procrastination that is blocking you from achieving a full bucket? Blocking you from achieving your goals. My biggest productivity hack is to brain dump every morning. So when I meditate in the morning afterwards, I'll brain dump everything that I need to do or want to do. So I'll pop down everything, all my lists, whether it be like meditate, cards, journaling, stuff for me, gym, walking. And then it might also be like, I need to go get groceries. I need to do the washing. I need to do basic normal tasks. I need to write captions for my content. I need to record a podcast. Like all today, I was like, I need to record a podcast. I need to record a podcast. Okay. So literally, I want you to brain dump everything that is on your mind and then just one by one, make it your mission to tick everything off. Because even though it requires that effort to initially go and do the thing, you'll find that as you tick everything off, yeah, it may keep growing and you might not ever get it all done. However, you'll find you'll have more energy because you're putting yourself first. You're putting your needs first. And when you do that, you will elevate your vibration, your energy, and this will allow you and help you to become really great at manifesting because it is when your elevation is nice and high that you attract that which you want.
Thank you for being a part of the Generation Elevation community. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to leave a 5-star rating, written review, share, and tag me on Instagram at elise.riley. Until next time, keep loving, keep learning, and keep rising.